So we discussed theoretically how we can integrate Cisco ISE with Active Directory, and we checked the prerequisite as well, okay, and why we need Active Directory integration. So these are the steps we need to follow to integrate Cisco ISE with the Microsoft Active Directory. Okay, I need to go to administration, identity management, external identity source, and then I need to click on Active Directory. So let's go to Cisco ISE. I'm here in administration, and here is identity management, external identity sources. Click on this one. I'm in ISE 1 by the way, okay, and click on Active Directory. Okay, and here is add button. Click on this one, and now give them any name. Suppose AD test. So this the name I give them, AD test. By the way, let me type local as well. This the name, by the way. It can be anything, you know, it's written as well. It's just the name. This one is important, so I need to type test.local. This my Active Directory, so test.local, and click submit. Okay, if everything is okay, NTP and everything which we discussed, the prerequisite. So would you like to join ISE Node to Active Directory domain? Say yes, and now type the administrator password. Administrator, either any service account password, and abc@12345. You know, we discussed this in theory, the username and password. So I type administrator and password, okay, and click OK. Now if everything is okay, it will show you that everything is okay, and it will join Active Directory. If there is any issue like NTP, time synchronization, DNS, yeah, it's okay. So it's completed. ISE 1 test.local and close. So it's done. Now we need to repeat the same thing. By the way, let me finish with ISE 1. So we just join Active Directory. We click here, we type this one, and then we say yes, then we type the username and password, okay, and it's done. Now I need to retrieve the groups, okay, the groups which we create. You remember in Active Directory we create groups. I need to retrieve those groups. So Active Directory user and computer, okay, we create many groups, okay, so I need to retrieve those. By the way, we create here an ISE group. These are the groups which we need to retrieve. Okay, so what I need to do to retrieve the groups, so what I can do, go to groups. Here is, I'm same here, okay, groups, and click on add, select group from directory, and you can type the star to retrieve. Either you can type one by one, but it's okay. Let's try retrieve groups. Okay, and the group which we have, I need to choose. One is let me see, we don't need this one. This the guest. Yeah, we have guest, we have employees, we have contractor, and we have admin group, we have limited group, we have support groups. Okay, and that's it on domain groups. Yeah, domain computer for machine authentication, and domain users. Okay, as much you want, and click OK, and you see now it's retrieve here. By the way, you can retrieve one by one as well. If you say suppose support, so click support and star and click, it will show you only support group if there is any. Yeah, it will show you because we already retrieved, so it not showing, it's already tick mark. Okay, so you can do it one by one, your specific, to make them filter. Either you type star, it will show you all. Let's cancel. So I retrieve the group. This was the next step to retrieve all the group. Select group, and then we say retrieve group, and we choose the group which we want, and then we retrieve them. Next thing, which is not important, is optional, but if you want, rather than to log in with fully qualified domain name, you can use your single name. Okay, but if you need that option, then you need to choose this one, search an all whitelist domain section, and you will see this in advanced settings. So because I'm already here, so if I go to advanced setting, you just need to choose this one. By default it's not selected, and click save. If you need this option, by the way, I will show you why I need this option. Okay, rather than to use a fully qualified domain name, I can type a name and I can log in and I can use them. So you need to choose this one. It's optional setting if you need. Okay, so this one is done. Next thing what we need to create identity source sequence. Okay, source sequence is check this one. If it is not available, something is user or machine is not available, endpoint is not available, go to another source. Okay, so we need to create this sequence. Okay, it's very important. So next one is here, identity source sequence. There is some by default, by the way. You can use those as well, like all user ID store. So you can add your Active Directory here and you can use. It will check internal user first, then it will check all AD join points, and then guest user. You can add your one as well, AD test.local, and you can create your own. So it's better to create our own. Here click add, and here I will say AD and internal AD and internal, I don't know which name to give. It's better to give them something, a name which is Storia. So I will give them a store. So let me copy this, by the way. So yeah, so what I would do is better, you know, is the name should be meaningful, so that's why. So I say AD internal store, this our name, and you can give them description and choose that. First check AD in our Active Directory. If nothing is available there, check internal user, and then check internal endpoint. Okay, and then check guest user. Okay, this the way. So it will check first this, but how? You need to select this one. Treat as if the user was not found, proceed to the next store. So it will check first here. If it is not, go this one, then and this one. Okay, so you need to choose this one and click submit. Okay, so our source sequence is already AD internal store. It's already done. So let me go there. So it's a test identity store. I give them this name, and then my Active Directory and internal user. Anyway, I choose internal endpoint as well and guest user, and then I choose this one. So this the way how we can join Active Directory. Okay, but I done this one only in ISE1 node. So I need to go to ISE2 and I need to repeat the same thing. So let me log into ISE2. Let me change this to ISE2. Okay, and then log in admin abc@12345. Okay, and I need to do the same thing here to join the Active Directory. So let's check out now. Okay, so all the thing is done in ISE1. I need to do in ISE2. Okay, so accept and close. Go to administration, external identity source. Okay, then choose Active Directory, add, give them any name. Let's see. So AD test dot local and actual is test dot local, and submit. Okay, and next thing is yes, and give them AD user administrator abc@12345, and okay, and if everything is okay, NTP, DNS and everything, username and password, so it completes successfully. It's done. Next thing, we need to go to groups, click select group from Active Directory, retrieve, same way which we done in ISE 1. And what you need to do, let's go to which one we need. Let's go to the one which we need is starting from admin group, contractor, employees, guest, limited, support group, and then we need domain computer, and we need domain users, and click OK. Done. And next thing is advanced setting. You need to choose this one which I told you. Okay, and next thing, we need to create a identity sequence. So AD internal store I create with this name. Okay, so next thing, I need to go to identity source sequence. So when it's done, okay, so it's done. Now I need to go to identity source sequence, and what was the name? I need to give them AD internal, the same name, and click here. In ISE 2, by the way, I'm in ISE 2 to create this sequence, the same sequence. So let me copy this one and let me paste here. First thing, we choose AD test local, then we say internal user, then say internal endpoint, and then guest user, and then I say check the other one if it is not available in the first one, and click submit, and we are done. So this is the way how we can join Active Directory, how we can retrieve the group, okay, and some extra option which we done. So let me go back. It's done. So let's see now. In ISE 2 is already created AD internal store, and also in ISE 1 is already done. So okay, so we are done with both ISE to join Active Directory.